This isn't a test to find the best sort of bike lights, nor are we going to try and tell you how to stay safe.
No, what we are going to do though is show you 4 very different lighting options and 3 different kit choices, and then present the results to you so that you can make up your own mind about what it is that's going to work for you.
Because remember, what may work for one person in one situation might not work for another.
No. Right, let's run through the options then, Matt. First of all, we have this very cheap LED light. How bright is that?
Yeah, not too bad. Just about tolerate that on my retinas, I think.
Yeah, so you can pick that up for a handful of loose change in just about any supermarket. Then we've got a mid-range LED. How bright's that, Matt?
Yeah, that's
quite bright. So that is significantly more expensive and significantly brighter, but still not top end. Then we have essentially a stadium light. I'm not going to show that in your face, Matt, because I think that might blind you. And it's also incredibly expensive, but it is super effective. And then finally, we're going to show you some cheap lights that we got off eBay. Now, as I said, they're not very expensive, but they are exceedingly effective. However, I wouldn't leave them on to charge whilst I'm going to sleep, just in case they burn my house down.
Definitely don't do that. But in terms of kit, we're going to try 3 sorts of kit: black kit, fluoro kit, and also some reflective kit. And most importantly, we're going to do this in 3 different sorts of light conditions as well. So low light, dusk, as it is now. Then we're going to do it in the pitch black in the country lanes, and then in a suburban area with street lights.
Let's start with low light conditions. What is it you want from lights? Well, you certainly don't need them to help you see, so it's all about improving visibility. Let's look at our 4 contenders then. In the distance, Matt and I are modelling each of the front lights. We're about 100 metres away at the moment. You can see the difference quite clearly between them. As we move closer, it takes until 30 metres for the cheaper LED to really show up, but the expensive exposure light really does stand out. From the back, the picture is similar, with the cheaper LED simply not really doing anything. Just how bright you need that rear light though is a matter of personal choice. Now let's look at the cycling kit. Using exactly the same test, when do we start to show up? Well, to use the lingo, fluoro really does pop, even from 100 metres, whereas black doesn't until about 20 metres away, which is pretty significant really. Interestingly, reflective seems to actually get lost in the car park behind, and so that doesn't actually stand out very much either. It's quite interesting to see that the fluoro jersey actually stands out even more than the mid-priced rear light in these conditions, which is certainly food for thought. Now what about at night, on roads lit up by streetlights? We'll do exactly the same test. Well, the cheapest LED is almost useless, not standing out any more than the reflective number plates on the parked cars, and it certainly couldn't be relied upon. The mid-range LED is solid, and the cheap eBay too, but the expensive exposure again stands out the most. From the rear, the picture is similar, although both LEDs actually get quite lost amid the reflective surfaces of parked cars. The super bright one is noticeably more visible and instills slightly more confidence, in us at least. From a clothing perspective, the fluoro wins out, but it's pretty clear that none of them show up quite enough. As for the black only jacket, well, we don't think it's particularly obvious until we're basically on top. Finally, what about total darkness on country roads? Well, not only do you need your light to illuminate the road for you, it's clear that the extra brightness pays dividends in terms of visibility. Again, the cheap LED isn't really effective, at least a mid-range one seems essential. But both the eBay special and the exposure were brilliant at lighting the way, helping to be seen. Both LED rear lights look underpowered in these conditions, and for reliable visibility, the super powerful rear light stands out. As for clothing, clearly none of them are suitable on their own, but reflective panels seem to be the most successful at improving visibility. There simply isn't enough light for the fluoro to stand out. So what conclusion can we draw from all of this? Well, fluoro kit is great in low light conditions, and it seems to be a sensible choice for winter clothing, more so in fact than just sticking a cheap LED light on. But as for your lighting needs, the cheap ones don't really seem to be worth anything at all. Mid-range LEDs are visible enough to instill confidence in us at least. Clearly the super bright lights do a much better job, but it is important to check your local road laws, as in some countries there's actually a restriction on the level of brightness allowed on bike lights. And what about the eBay lights then? Well, they're certainly really effective and incredible value, but as we said before, do use the charger with care.
It's absolutely essential that you are seen on the roads and can see on the roads. Now here's GCN's guide to staying as bright and safe as possible when knocking out those dark winter miles. Although dark, muted clothing is on trend these days, if you want to be seen out on the road when the light is low, you really need to consider wearing clothing that is bright and is also reflective. Reflective arm or leg bands are also a great idea, as are reflective ruck